Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Workplace Wellness Forum. My name is Joyce Adidison, and I'm glad that you're joining us. I have a guest this morning, Patience Hemenway. Patience, welcome to the forum. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Patience Hemenway. I'm the Master Serenity Coach at Patience Serenity Grove International, where I help stressed out entrepreneurs and professionals to distress with my signature program, Framework Breathing, so they can be able to take care of themselves and be all around productive. So that is what I do.
Oh, exciting. Well, there is a lot of people who need to breathe at this time of the year. Where we are, we're facing COVID-19. We're in the middle of a global pandemic, and it's very, very important for people to learn how to breathe. Tell me, Patience, how did you get into this area of work?
Thank you for asking. So in my line of work, I have on the professional side, I am an international certified trainer in the life science industry, meaning that I train engineers from all over the world in one of the premium life science companies. So we are in a fast-paced environment. And we need to turn around things real quickly. The people that I train, they are always being stressed for time, and this takes a toll on their physical bodies, and then they are unable to perform their work with excellence that we require, and they take it home. It spills over to their immediate family and to their children. So one thing goes to the next. So I'm not just pointing a finger at them. It happened to me too. So I realized that in the environment, although I was being productive, I was putting myself on the back burner. And with time, my body was like, Patience, I have to talk to you. You need to pause and listen to me because I'm the only one you have and you are overusing me. So how did it speak to me? It started showing up as chest tightness, panic attacks, anxiety, weakness in my knees, elbows. Like when it was happening, I didn't have a name for it. I just knew I wasn't feeling right in the lab setting. What is happening? Sometimes I even passed out. Like, I'm not supposed to be passing out. I'm the trainer. So I ended up being a regular customer in the emergency. I became friends with triage. They'll go like, hey, here comes Patience. Let's hook her up. Because now it's like twice or more a week. And if you're an employer, would you want your employee to be doing this? I don't think so. So what is the results? The EKG shows I'm perfectly fine. I am healthy, nothing wrong with me. Anytime I go back, the symptoms come back. So I started asking other women, professional women, people in public official governments and lawyers, and saying, hey, I just want to know, maybe this is a science thing, but I want to know, does it happen in your circle too? Oh, they said yes. This is a human thing. It happens to us. These are the symptoms. And I said, oh, thank you for letting me know that I'm not making things up. So what do you do about it? So they told me what they do, how they left one job and went to another job and it came again. And some said, oh, but we have this long list of anti-whatever we are on. You can have it. I said, no, thank you. I have my master's in biotechnology and I studied new drug discovery. So I know all the things that we put in it. And I told myself right back then that I don't want to be a customer of what we're doing. So I started researching to see what I can do for me to be able to keep being productive and helping the fathers, the mothers, and the people who come to work as employees, make them human again so they can bring their heart into the workplace and be more productive. That is when I found breath work. So I worked on me first, right? I became my first client, healed myself with the modalities and the techniques that I studied, and I was happy that it was natural and it had no side effects whatsoever. So I'm like, I'm gonna take this up. I published a book, became an international best-selling book. It's called Breathe With Me, a guide to finding peace in the storms of life, all right? So now when I'm coaching and I'm teaching the engineers or my clients clients outside of the workplace, I incorporate breathing into them and they go like, wow, this is so fundamental, yet we run away from it and it causes us to not be productive at work and it affects our home life and our professional life too. So that's a little bit about me.
Wow. Well, that's a handful. Thank you so much for sharing that. And it's very interesting that knowing what goes into pharmaceutical and knowing the side effects, you didn't just say, I'm just going to take this drug. You went out to say, what am I going to do and how can I do it differently? And one of the things we do with the Global Workplace Wellness Summit is we want to reach individuals who are in the workplace who are struggling with all different issues because we're very diverse. We have various issues that we face, and often we bring that to work and it impacts our work, it impacts our productivity, it impacts our ability to concentrate at work. So how are you using this technique with your clients? How are they taking it into their workplace on a daily basis? So I'm at work at my desk. Am I able to use those strategies?
Absolutely. And that is what I love about it. You do not need to get dressed in any active clothes or whatever. Let me tell you this. When you watch movies, right, and you see CEOs in their offices, they are doing most of the things I'm going to be sharing with you. They just turn themselves upside down, lay there on the floor and get it done. You can sit right by your desk. Remember, as you're hearing me talk right now, you are breathing, aren't you? You
Mhm.
breathing. And you're doing this on the average. An average person breathes about 23,000 times a day. Imagine if this was money, investment. Would you be pouring money down the drain with no returns? Then why are you breathing and wasting it when you can use the same gift that you are already doing consciously and effectively to take care of everything up in here and send messages to every part of your body to help you do the job that you love most?
Mm.
Do it right at your desk, in your car, everywhere.
This
Just
is
bring
exciting.
your attention back to it. I love it.
Absolutely. So why don't let's practice a few techniques so we can share with the audience some of what they can expect to see you provide for us because you're going to be facilitating the breath sessions in the morning at the Global Workplace Wellness Summit, and I want our audience to see a little taste of what they will get at the summit.
Ooh, welcome. So the first thing that you would expect to do is to smile more. You're going to be smiling and smiling and smiling, and you're going to be smiling more. Okay, so why am I emphasizing on smiling and smiling and smiling? We take ourselves too seriously when we grow up. We start adulting and we want to have this straight face, like we're concentrating, but the secret is always back to the basics. As soon as we lift the corners of these lips, right, it activates the brain to start releasing happy hormones. How would you feel being around a coworker who always smiling and having that great vibe and energy welcoming versus one who is always straight faced and like, I'm busy, don't come near me? I want to be around the first one who is always happy and smiling. There has been a research this year, brand new, showing that just putting a pen or a pencil between your teeth, right, will lift up the corners of your lips. For you ladies, let me let you in on a little secret. When you watch the beautician, the makeup artist, right, they put a mark on their face, like contouring. Inside there, there is a muscle called the zygomaticus muscle. And that is the muscle that lifts up when you smile. So from today moving forward, I want you to focus on this side. When you smile, you will naturally start salivating. When we salivate, it shuts off the sympathetic nervous system. And I know you already know what that does. It keeps us in the fight mode or the flight mode, like you are always on edge, very defensive, ready to just defend yourself. We need to let our guards down once in a while and make the workplace bearable for us and for other people. So keep the smile. I see you doing it, Joyce. Keep the smile up. So that's one thing you're gonna get in there. Then this sends the message to the brain to shut off the adrenaline that is being produced by the adrenal gland on your kidneys, so that now there'll be more rest and more digestion. I know some of you work from the desk so much, you're like, I'm eating through lunch. We're going to put a stop to that. You will take real lunches and sit and meditate while you're doing that. All right, so the next thing so the first one, as I mentioned, will be full of smiles. Expect to smile a lot. Number two, we're going to talk about the fundamentals and practice it actually. Fundamentals of breathing. Because as I mentioned, most of the population, 90%, research shows, are breathing suboptimally, dysfunctionally. But in this summit, we are going to go away breathing properly, being equipped with the skill set so we can teach someone else. If we see our coworkers holding their breath too, we're like, honey, coworker, smile and breathe. So let's do this together. I want you to close your physical eyes with me and open that eyes of possibilities, that eyes seeing you being the most productive ever, seeing you being in the best shape ever, healthy. Every burden that you carrying into the workplace is solved. Just see yourself in that space. See yourself walking into that work environment, very happy, full of life, vibrant, radiating. And now inhale that same vibrant light through your nostrils, okay? With a smile on your face, inhale through your nose. Let's do it. I'll count on 5, okay? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now hold that breath for just a little while. I'll count on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to exhale through the nose, even slower than we inhaled. So I'm going to count on 8, okay? Inhale, exhale through the nose. Let's go slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good job. Now I want you to bring your awareness back to your eyelids. And I'll count 3 and you will blink and we'll open our eyes. 1, 2, and 3. We are back. We will be doing more of this in the session and you will feel the release right there, right now. And it's so easy.
Exciting. That felt so good. I felt, ah, that was really good.
Yes.
You're right. We've been given breath and all of us have it. It's accessible. We don't have to pay anything to get it. And just managing it and utilizing it differently makes such a physical change in our bodies and in our lives.
Yes. Yes.
Amazing. Amazing. I am so excited. I'm looking forward. We're going to have 15-minute break time on the 3 days of the summit and on the 4 days of the summit, 10 to 13. And we're going to be spending that time to just research our bodies and remind ourselves of some of the more basic things, which is what you said. I love that it, on the most basic fundamental things that we can bring into our lives.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, what do you love about your work? When you do this work, what are some things that you're seeing that motivates you to keep doing this work? What are some differences you're noticing?
The instant relief that people have from pains that they are carrying. They are carrying pain in their body that not that they do not know, but because of the busy life that we've been conditioned to just go, 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 we ignore the signs that the body is telling us. So when I get my clients to just pause and listen to themselves, oh my God, thank you, patience. I feel the relief. I feel the stress in my shoulder gone, in my lower back. I feel energized. I feel powerful. I feel inspired. I'm ready to go back to work. When I do wellness summits and in offices, they're like, I'm ready to go back to work. If powerful, they feel energized and they're ready to just take on what they thought was like, oh, I'm so tired. Like, wow, wow, they sit up straight. It takes care of their posture, their mental thoughts, their physical and their spiritual well-being. They just connect and they feel recharged, just like they charge their phones. They feel a shot and a boost in their vitality.
It
And that's
is.
what any employer is looking for. Yeah.
Yes, breath is energy, and we need energy to work and to move and to think and to be innovative. And that is so important because when organizations think about wellness, they have to remember that people are uh, we're we are human machines, and
Right.
if you have a car and you're not taking it to the to get an oil change or to have it serviced, it's going to break down. And the same with your employees. When we provide these opportunities for recharge, for well-being, for pause, they come back fresher with more energy and more
Right.
inspiration, and they can work harder, longer, and faster. So
Yes.
important, so important. I think this is such a beneficial aspect to what we do. I'm so looking forward to having you treat our audience at the summit. It's going to be just fabulous to have those pieces in and help us to take care of ourselves in a much better way and be more conscious of it. And I like what you say. It's like it's not that our bodies aren't telling us and we're not hearing. We're just not taking the time to listen and respond appropriately.
Right. Until it sends us to the hospital.
I know.
And
That was
then and
very
then you take
interesting.
sick days and your employer that no employer wants everybody to be taking sick days like that.
Exactly. Exactly. Going to the hospital every time you have to have a symptom. I had a client who had a stroke at work in her 30s, and all of those are, health and wellness issues. So it's
Yes.
very, very, very interesting. I am so glad to have had you here. I look forward to you at the summit. Thank you so much for being on the show. And we'll definitely have to have you more often sharing more breath work with us. If someone is looking to get in touch with you, where could they find you, patients?
They can find me on the web, LinkedIn. They can find me on Instagram. They can find me on Facebook. They can all go to my website, www.patiencehemenway.com/relieve stress.
Excellent. Great job. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too.